What's up, guys? Jason back to my channel. Tonight I'll be doing a review for AW Dynamite Fright Night. So let's get to it then. Orange Cassidy starts off the show. So here we go. As it is 20 seconds or so into it, we hear a loud voice saying, "No, no, turn it off." The camera shot changes to our first live look inside the Wilstein Center in Cleveland, Ohio, where Orange Cassidy walks down to the ring with a microphone in hand. Cassidy says this is not what he does. He says he's not the type to come out and talk for 10 minutes about how he's a leader. The arena is so scary quiet with total focus on the usually reserved and quiet Cassidy. It's scary fright night, baby. The person wrote this, I didn't. He talks about how dangerous John Moxley is and watching his best friend Chuck Taylor get his neck crushed with a steel chair. He says if Moxley destroys AEW, he doesn't care. He doesn't need AEW. He's never needed AEW. Cassidy says he needs AEW without it. There's no me, there's no us, there's none of this. The freshly squeezed one vows to make sure no one else gets hurt like that. Again, how? Like this, he challenges Mox to a match for the AEW World Championship. He says he'll take it out of his bag and put it in his backpack. He says he's not hard to find and will be waiting for his answer because I'm Orange Cassidy, put sunglasses back on, and I'm the next AEW World Champion. And I still don't need a catchphrase. The ball is still sailing, folks. Home run. All right. All right. Next, first match coming up: Adam Cole versus Buddy Matthews. Oh yeah, there's 4 matches tonight. There was 4 matches tonight for AW Dynamite. So yeah, everything's backstage. Camille with Mercedes Moné is interviewed ahead of her match later tonight against Chris Statler. Back inside the arena for the first time in a year, Adam Cole Bay makes his way to the ring for a wrestling match. Cole kicks things off in the ring with this week's opening contest. He sells in the ring after his usual fan-friendly ring entrance routine. And then the lights go out, the theme for Buddy Matthews hits, and out comes the House of Black member. The bell sounds, and two move to the middle of the ring and jaw at each other. Before engaging, they back up and lock up and get after it. After some initial back and forth action, Matthews gets off to a good start. Cole ends up on the floor at ringside, shaking his leg slash ankle out, seemingly dealing with the effects of this year long recovered injury while doing this. Matthews hits a baseball slide drop kick under the ropes. We see Kyle O'Reilly watching on a monitor backstage. We head to a mid-match break. When the show returns, Cole fights back into offensive lead, and he goes for Panama Sunrise, but Matthews takes back over. Cole's leg injury appears to act up again. This time, doctors and officials check on him, and he ultimately gets counted out, and the match is thrown out. Matthews taunts him on the mic and calls him a fragile little bitch. Cole pushes the officials off of him and limps back to the ring. The two wildly exchange strikes, but then Matthews starts stomping on Cole's leg. Cole fights back and hits a super kick despite the leg. We see MJF watching on from a special location. Cole hits Panama Sunrise. Matthews' momentum took him out to the floor. Cole hits another one off the ring apron. Back in the ring, Cole lowers the boom to the back of Matthews' head for the win. Cole gets on the mic and thanks Matthews for bringing the old him back. He goes to shake his hand. The lights go out when they come back on. Malachi Black is in the ring, and Cole realizes he's shaking his hand. Cole is helped to the back. So winner is Adam Cole. Alright, we have a segment coming up with Kyle Fletcher confronted, by one of his partners. Alright, from there we shoot backstage where Renee Paquette is standing by with the Prior Party and interim EVP Christopher Daniels. They talk about their high stakes tag team title till later in the show, where if they don't win, they have to break up their team. We had to break when we return. Amco was shown having his leg checked in the back with the Undisputed Kingdom. He sends a message to MJF and tells him after tonight it's 1 down and 2 to go before he gets his hands on him again. Sorry, I got the chills a little bit. Alright. Back inside the arena, Kyle Fletcher and Don Callis come out. Fletcher calls out Will Ospreay, but no one shows up eventually as he continues talking. The Aussie open hits to come off. His partner Mark Davis makes his long-awaited return. Davis and Fletcher exchange words about what Fletcher has become and how he broke up United Heat Empire and ended a friendship with someone they consider a brother. Fletcher tells Davis he made sure to have a spot for him in the Don Callis family. Davis isn't interested. Fletcher tells him he's proven he has no problem cutting ties with the past and warns him that soon he'll have to make a tough decision. Alright, next match coming out. Jon Moxley and his crew head to the ring. From there, we have a segment. From there, we shoot backstage where Renee Paquette is with Heyman Page. He reacts to the announced match at AEW Full Gear Tour between himself and Jay White. We then see Jon Moxley and his white T-shirt crew walking the halls as we head into another break. When we return, hear the familiar song of Jon Moxley's new theme music. Out he comes with Maria Shafir by his side. They walk to a stairwell where Claudio Castagnoli, Wheeler Yuta, and Pac stand up and join them. The crew heads to the ring. Alright, Mox talks about Orange Cassidy challenging him. He says he thinks he challenged him, but it was Mox who challenged Cassidy when he broke his friend's neck last week. He did to get distractions away from him so he can focus on his goals. No one realizes what Mox is doing yet, but one day they will. When he continues to talk, he threatens to hurt someone like Cassidy said he would not let it happen. He grabs his own gun, and they threaten to break his neck with the chair wrapped around his head. This brings out Cassidy, and the fight is on. They beat Cassidy down until Darby is lowered from the Raptors by a cable like Stan WCW. Alright, next match coming up is AEW Tag Team Championships. The Young Bucks, who are champions, versus Private Party. The others come out like Daniel Garcia and Private Party, and in the chaos, the Young Bucks theme hits. The brawl clears away, and Private Party remains in the ring as the Bucks settle inside their high-stakes title versus team bout is apparently going down now. The bell sounds after the formal in-ring introduction by Justin Roberts, Zay, and Nicholas kick things off for their respective teams. We immediately see a bunch of back and forth pin attempts before Jackson tags in Matthew with big drop kick takes down Zay. Takes down Zay. The Bucks take the early offensive lead after some more back and forth action. Private Party fight back and take over take over. This doesn't last long, however, as the Bucks kill their momentum and settle back in the offensive driver's lead as the show heads to a mid-match commercial break. Okay, when the show returns, we see some more back and forth action with the Bucks, eventually eliminating one member of the Private Party by dragging his lifeless body up the ramp. Kazuchika Okada even comes out and hits a tombstone pile driver to ensure he is out of the picture. Back in the ring, the other member avoids being put away time and time again, and eventually Private Party take over and hit Gin and Juice for the win. An enormous Goldberg in Atlanta WCW Top Nitro style pop. The Young Bucks grab the belts after the match, and as the crowd is silent, they hesitate and eventually put the belts over Private Party's shoulders. Private Party celebrates through the crowd in a very feel-good moment. So winners and new AEW World Tag Team Champions, Private Party. Oh, thank God they won. Alright, I have a segment coming up. Chris Jericho and his team. We also learned that Jon Moxley versus Orange Cassidy for the AEW World Championship will take place on November 23rd at AEW Full Gear 2024. We then shoot backstage where Renee Paquette is standing by with Jimmy Hare and Penelope Ford, who have a promo battle ahead of their showdown next week on AEW Dynamite. Alright, when the show returns, we see Chris Jericho and the Learning Tree crew halfway down the ramp facing the camera. They talk about it the night before Halloween. Chris Jericho gloats about the Terrifier 3 and mentions fulfilling his prophecy and becoming the Noev, winning his 9th title as ROH World Champion. He vows to take ROH to the next level. Excuse me. Third match coming up, Camille versus Chris Statlander. Backstage, we see the scapegoat Jack Perry walking the halls when he is thrown up against the wall by Dan Garcia. They have a very unfriendly conversation, and then Perry enters the elite locker room where we see the Bucks, Kazuchika Okada, and company quickly destroying some documents for some reason. I don't know what that means. Alright, inside the arena, Mercedes Moné's theme hits, and out comes the CEO and T-Biz champion. She stops in the theme for her prodigy. Camille hits the two-head to the ring for Camille's scheduled match for her music dies down, and Chris Sanders Chris Statlander's music plays. Out she comes with a cape on, some eye paint. Excalibur says it's because of Halloween and not a new look. The bell sounds and Fisher operating with this one. After some initial battle for action, we see Camille take over as we head to a mid-match commercial break. When we return, we see Statlander fight into the lead until missing a big high spot off the ropes. Statlander ends up getting the win, and Monet looks devastated. She attacks Statlander from behind. After the match, she gets on the mic and yells at Camille to get to the back. She says, when you want something done right, you do it yourself. She picks up Statlander's lifeless head and rubs the title belt on it. So winner is Chris Statlander. Alright, main event time. Swerve Strickland versus Shelton Benjamin. Main event time. But first, we see a video package of the ongoing issues involving Christian Cage and the patriarchy. Kip Sabian and Hook backstage. Christian Cage mentions how he will soon explain himself to Hook. Back inside the arena, Excalibur plugs the main event as we head to their commercial break. The show returns when Epic is standing backstage with Mark Briscoe, Kyle Wright, and Tomohiro Ishii. Briscoe is asked about losing his ROH title. He mentions the word of the day and instability. He loses his mind again, talking about Chris Jericho mentioning his brother's name again. He says there's 3 of them and 3 of the learning tree. He wants tables, ladders, chairs, and hatches for trios fight. Alright, backstage, the Young Bucks grab their bags and are quickly scrambling to get out of the building. Christopher Daniels falls behind, asking how they're gonna leave with everything going on. The Bucks say they wanted to make this a better place, but no one would listen to them. They'll work from home. Downs yells that they need them here as they pull off. Brandon Cutler runs behind with the box of their shoes and says not to leave without him. He turns around and sees John Moxley and his crew, who proceed to beat him down. Daniels comes over and tries to intervene, but Mox gets physical with him as well. He holds him in a headlock and makes him watch as they hold Cutler's hand down and smash it with a hammer. Mox picks up a screaming Cutler and calmly asks him, where are your boys going? He drops him and they walk up as Daniels yells for a doctor. Inside the arena, Strickland's theme hits. Out comes for our final match of the evening. Prince Nana leads him out with his goofy ass but always been dream dance routine. Shelton Benjamin is out next with his MVP. The bell sounds and off we go. Swerve jumps off to a strong start, but before long, Benjamin takes over and is dominating as the show heads to a mid-match commercial break with only 2 minutes before the 10 o'clock hour. Oh, where I'm at, so it was 9 o'clock here. So anyways, AW is going along as usual, folks. Benjamin taunts Prince Nana at ringside during the break while continuing to work over Swerve, who is selling his leg. We'll return right after the 10 o'clock hour, well, 9 o'clock where I'm at, and we see Swerve fighting his way back into things, but stopping to check on his leg. Prince Nana and MVP are shown talking at ringside as Nana looks worried. The commentators question what that is about. Swerve plays to the crowd as he limps around and continues his offensive back comeback. As Cowboy Speed reads about 100 matches for this week's AEW Rampage, AEW Collision, and next week's AEW Dynamite. As the action continues, Swerve hits a 450 splash off the top into a pin attempt, but Benjamin kicks out at 2. Benjamin hangs onto Swerve's waist and hits a German suplex. Swerve fights back with a modified DDT. Swerve heads to the top, but Shelton Benjamin is in his best Kurt Angle / Team Angle days. Style leads to the top rope in a single bounce after his Superman exhibition of athleticism as he is caught off guard by Swerve, who escapes out the back door and powerbombs Benjamin down to the mat. Seconds later, he finishes him off for the win. So winner, Swerve Strickland. Alright. Alright, MVP is shown in a tight close-up shot as soon as the match ends, getting on his cell phone and making a call. It sounded like he said something to the effect of, "We need you here now." The lights went out for a split second as Swerve's music cuts off. Swerve looks around and some mighty music begins playing. That's right, a mighty spotlight is shown on the stage and out emerges the almighty one himself, Bobby Lashley comes out in a maroon leather suit, a modern day Eddie Murphy Raw outfit, folks. The crowd gives him a roar as he heads down and hugs MVP as Swerve looks on like he saw a ghost. Fans chant, "Holy shit," as Lashley enters the ring and lays out Swerve with a clothesline. MVP attacks Prince Nana as Lashley and Benjamin beat down Swerve. A production dude can be heard yelling 90 seconds until Rock air. I didn't hear nothing. Lashley beats down Swerve some more, and the Hurt Syndicate stop security from trying to enter the ring. MVP gets on the mic as the production dude yells 15 seconds left. I didn't hear nothing. MVP says, "Guess who's back in business?" That's how this week's show goes off the air and stuff. Alright. That was a good show. Well, two matches were good, which was the Young Bucks versus Pride Party and Short Strickland versus Shelton Benjamin. Those are the only two matches that were good. Anyways, good show tonight, and yes, Bobby Lashley is now in All Elite Wrestling. So yeah, finally. Anyways, that was it for this video. Hope you like it. If not, whatever. That was it. And so like, subscribe, hit the button, leave a comment and stuff. Even if you guys don't leave a comment, I don't care what you guys do. Anyways, that was it. And I'll see you guys in the next video for the 1st of November, so which is on a Friday. So anyways, and have a happy, safe Halloween. All right. See you guys in the next video. Laters.